In a quiet town surrounded by tall trees and wide-open fields, there lived a boy named Daniel. Daniel was 12 years old and very curious about the world. He liked asking questions, watching people, and thinking deeply about small things that others often ignored. Daniel was not loud or proud. He did not like showing off. He preferred listening more than speaking. Daniel lived with his mother and father in a small house near the edge of the town. His father worked as a repairman, and his mother worked at a local school. They were not rich, but they lived comfortably and peacefully. Every evening, the family ate dinner together and talked about their day. Daniel had many friends, but he was different from them in one important way. When his friends acted quickly, Daniel paused. When his friends rushed, Daniel thought. When his friends followed others, Daniel asked himself whether it was the right thing to do. One morning, Daniel was walking to school when he saw a group of boys standing near a shop. They were laughing loudly. One boy held a small bag of candy that he had taken from the shop without paying. The shop owner was old and busy and had not noticed. "Come on," one of the boys said to Daniel. "Take one." "It's free." Daniel looked at the candy. He liked sweets. His mouth felt dry. But then he looked at the shop owner, who was counting money slowly with shaking hands. Daniel shook his head. "No," he said calmly, "it's not free." Someone paid for it. The boys laughed at him and walked away. Daniel felt a little sad, but inside he felt peaceful. That evening, Daniel told his mother what happened. She listened carefully and smiled. "You made a wise choice," she said. Wisdom is not about knowing many things. It is about choosing the right thing even when it is hard. Daniel remembered those words. At school, Daniel worked hard. He was not the top student, but he was steady. When he did not understand something, he asked questions. When he made mistakes, he learned from them. Some students laughed at him for asking too many questions, but Daniel did not mind. One day, the school announced a science competition. Students had to build a small project and explain how it worked. The winner would receive a scholarship and a chance to study in a bigger city. Daniel's friends were excited. Some planned to copy ideas from the internet. Some planned to rush and build something quickly without understanding it. Daniel went home and thought deeply. He could copy too. It would be easy. But something inside him felt uncomfortable. Instead, Daniel chose a simple idea. He decided to build a small water filter using sand, stones, and charcoal. It was not fancy, but it was useful. Every evening, Daniel worked slowly. He tested his filter again and again. When it failed, he fixed it. When it worked, he asked why. While others rushed, Daniel learned. On the day of the competition, some projects looked beautiful but stopped working when judges asked questions. When Daniel presented his project, he spoke slowly and clearly. He explained each step. He explained the mistakes he made and how he fixed them. Daniel did not win first place. He won second. Some students felt angry. But the judges praised Daniel's understanding. That day, Daniel learned an important lesson. Smart choices are not always the fastest choices. As Daniel grew older, life became more complicated. In high school, he faced harder decisions. One afternoon, Daniel's best friend, Lucas, came to him with a serious look. "I found a way to make quick money," Lucas said. "But it's a little risky." Daniel listened carefully. Lucas explained that some older boys were selling fake exam papers to students. They promised high marks. Many students were buying them. "We can join," Lucas said. "Everyone is doing it." Daniel felt his heart beat faster. Money sounded helpful. His family needed it. But something felt wrong. What happens if we get caught? Daniel asked. Lucas shrugged. That won't happen. Daniel shook his head. Wise choices think about the future, Daniel said. Not just today. Lucas walked away, upset. Weeks later, the school discovered the cheating group. Many students were punished. Some were expelled. Lucas came to Daniel quietly one day. "You were right," he said softly. Daniel did not say "I told you so." He just listened. That night, Daniel's father spoke to him. "I heard what happened," his father said. "I'm proud of you." Daniel realized something important. Wisdom often feels lonely, but it saves you later. After finishing school, Daniel received an offer to study in a city far away. It was exciting, but also scary. The city was big and fast. People were busy. Everyone seemed to be running towards something. At first, Daniel felt lost. Some students skipped classes. Some spent money carelessly. Some chased popularity instead of knowledge. Daniel felt pressure. One evening, Daniel sat alone in his room and asked himself a question his mother once taught him to ask. Is this choice helping or harming my future? He started making small, smart choices. He managed his money carefully. He chose friends who supported his growth. He studied regularly instead of cramming. When others laughed at him for being too serious, Daniel smiled and continued. One day, Daniel was offered a shortcut. A company promised him quick success if he signed a contract he did not fully understand. Many students signed. Daniel read every page. He asked questions. He noticed hidden problems. He refused. Months later, that company disappeared, leaving many students in trouble. Daniel felt thankful. Years passed. Daniel became an engineer who worked on clean water projects for small towns. He did not become famous. He did not become extremely rich. But he became respected. People trusted his decisions. One day, Daniel returned to his hometown to speak at his old school. Children sat quietly as he shared his story. He said, "Wisdom is not about being smarter than others. It is about thinking before acting. It is about choosing what is right, not what is easy." He told them that every day brings choices. Small ones, big ones, and every choice builds your future. After the talk, a small boy came to Daniel. "How do I become wise?" the boy asked. Daniel smiled. "Ask questions, learn from mistakes, think about tomorrow, and listen to your heart." As Daniel walked through his old town, he felt grateful. He had not chosen the fastest road. He had chosen the wisest one, and that made all the difference. Because wisdom is quiet, smart choices are slow. But together, they lead you to a life without regret.